21. So Vlogmas Day 20 and 21 will be combined into this video. But I will have some more vlogs past Christmas for y'all, so I'm making up for it, I promise. So in this video, if you can't tell, we are gonna be wrapping some presents, so I'm super excited. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, and I pray my son does not watch this video. I doubt he will. But anyhow, his package came in today. I was really afraid that I wouldn't make it in time because with my job, I was able to purchase this free of charge. I accumulated all of these appreciation points for just like, you know, work that I've done and different things that I've done. And I was able to accumulate so much that it afforded me this tablet for him. So this is just a tablet. I'm not gonna get too far in depth just in case he does watch it, but it's really cute. It's by RCA and it's an 8-inch screen. And what's so crazy about it was back in July, because he has a Kindle and he cracked the Kindle up. It's partially my fault. I never got him a new case for it. So anyway, cracked the Kindle up, but it has sentimental value to it because it was gifted to him by my grandmother who's deceased. So anyway, we still have it. It still works. It's just got a cracked screen. Anyway, I wanted to get him something else, and he had something like this years ago, and I don't know what happened to it, but anyway, so I was looking on Amazon for this gift, and yeah, like, you know, they had it, but then when I went on my job's website, I was like, I can get this basically for free. Yeah, so anyhow, so we're gonna go ahead and get started, y'all, because time is not on my side. He's about to be here. So a few things that I have some tape, some scissors. You definitely want to have like your little what are these called, your to and froms, like who is coming from, and these got cute little cats and dogs on there. It's super cute. And then whenever I wrap gifts, I love to use these really large, obnoxious bows. I just think it makes the gift look so elegant, so classy, especially when we have like Christmas parties at work. I always get these big bows, and I purchased this from, I want to say, Big Lots. Yeah, I got this from Big Lots. Don't give me the line. I got it from, yeah, I got it from Big Lots. Yeah. So anyway, but I need to get the tiny ones as well because I have other gifts that I'm wrapping. So I want to get the tiny ones because I don't want to put that on every gift, but stuff that I know he's really gonna like be super excited for is gonna have the big bow. And then I have these pretty snowmen on here. Well, actually it's penguins and it's Santa. So I have one for him. This is his ones because they're blue. And then I have the exact same one for my daughter, and hers are pink. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started, y'all. So it is December 21st. Like, Christmas is literally in 4 days. And I'm just like, I'm going crazy with this, y'all, because I'm like, I cannot believe that this year is coming to an end. So anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get started because I wanna focus, y'all. I don't wanna mess this up. Okay. If I'm trying to show y'all how to wrap gifts, what I look like messing it up myself. So now my husband knows I'm not tech savvy when it comes to, and he got this heavy duty tape. The children ain't even gonna be able to open their gifts. This is shipping label tape. What in the world? You know, I'm not even gonna fuss. Well, if I have to ship some packages, you know, at least I know I have it. So because I have this kind of tape, I'm gonna go ahead and just cut little strips, and I'm gonna put them on the side of my table just to kind of make it go a little bit quicker. But I'm gonna have to get the regular tape for the other gift because this is a whole lot. So yeah. So y'all leave comments down below and let me know, are you more of a gift wrapper, or do you prefer to get like a gift box? Or do you prefer to put everything in bags? I know some people are just like, I'm not wrapping nothing. I'm gonna put everything in a bag, or I'm gonna get those cute little decorative boxes and that's gonna be in. What kind of wrapper, gift giver or gift wrapper are you? Leave comments down below letting me know. Also, give me a big thumbs up for this video, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you're notified every time I upload videos. So I was trying to show y'all how to do this and I hadn't adjusted my camera. So basically I like to put the front of the gift face down, and I just use the lines just to kind of, you know, stay on track with it. So what I like to do is I like for my gift in the back to come over in the middle right there. So I like it to be just like that. So because I know where that's gonna go, I'm just gonna take this part here and I am going to kind of stop. Yeah, okay. And because I've been doing this for so long, I just kind of get a feel for it. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and probably go to this line right here and just cut. I think that's gonna be very safe to do. And this is that good wrapping paper. This ain't that Dollar Tree wrapping paper, which I am getting the Dollar Tree wrapping paper too. But this is the one that you can really glide through it. But this is what's so crazy, y'all. I'm using my hair shears to cut this. Any other time I'm doing a hair tutorial, I can't find these things. But now I'm wrapping gifts. Now I can't find the kitchen scissors. I know where they are though. I have them up high. I keep all of my sharp objects up high in the kitchen because my daughter is a busy one. And I don't have time for nothing crazy. All right. So let's see if my measurements were correct. They're not correct, y'all. So what I may have to do is, all right, so I'm gonna slant it this way. All right. So yeah, so anytime you have measurements and they're not correct, you can always slide it to the side. But again, I'm a perfectionist, so it's driving me insane, but I'm not gonna cut another strip. My first mind is to cut another strip and start over, but I'm not doing that. I don't have that kind of time. Because another thing you can do is you can cover it that way. So I'm gonna stay on course and keep it exactly how I was gonna originally do it. So what I like to do just to keep everything nice and seamless, you see how rigid this line is here? I'm not sure if y'all can see. I'm just gonna fold it over so that way it's more seamless, because you don't wanna see any rigid lines, you know, when you're unwrapping a gift or anything like that. So now you can see how flat and seamless it is here. It's just a flat and seamless line there. So I'm gonna go ahead and, because this tape is so wide, I'm gonna take the biggest part of it and put it on the wrapping paper and just leave a tiny, teeny weeny bit on the actual box. That way it's easy for my son. And then you wanna make sure you put pressure on the box so that way it's up really tightly on this side. So now I'm gonna spin it around because you wanna give yourself a little bit of control. Not sure if you can see, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fold over the end of the wrapping paper. And while I'm folding it over, I'm just taking my finger underneath here and just gliding it so it folds over evenly. So yeah, doing that, and I'm just gonna smooth it with my fingers like so. And then I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that it is up nice and tightly, especially for a square or a rectangular box. These need to look perfect. So fun fact, when I was a little kid, I used to wrap gifts like during the Christmas holiday just to make some extra money. It's a lot of fun doing that. So that's how I learned how to wrap presents. But yeah, I also taught myself because I wasn't the best gift wrapper, but over the years I've gotten better. So again, I'm gonna take this wide piece of tape and I'm gonna put the majority of it on the wrapping paper and just a tiny bit on the actual gift. And that way it'll still give the illusion like I used regular tape. So now we have it very smooth here, because what I hate to see is a loose gift. You want it to be very smooth and tight. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I like to, I've never done this like, okay, all right, let's see. So, okay, so on these sides, they're a little bit too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut some of this wrapping paper off. And this is really good to do as well because a lot of people know how to make pretty bows from the wrapping paper. I have not mastered that skill, but if you're that person, you can take this Access wrapping paper and I think you just cut slits in it and you ball it up and you can make a pretty bow out of it. And then you don't even have to buy extra bows. You can just put like a tag on there, like from who it came from. So that's a really fun thing to do. So yeah, I think they just kind of roll it up like this, then they cut slits and fold it. I don't know, don't give me the line. I'm gonna take my hand right here and I am going to push it in like that. And while I'm pushing it in like that, I'm making a crease here, just like so. Just literally glide my finger through it. And then I'm gonna pull this down really tightly right there. So I'm not sure if you could see what I mean when I say that, but I'm literally just, you're gonna have it out like that. You just take your hand, slide it in like that, and then you take this part here, you see, and you just mold it right there, just like that. And you wanna make a crease. So once you have it like that, you want to go ahead and take your tape, and I'm going to cut this in half because I don't think I need all of this tape. But I'm going to take my tape here, right on that crease there, and I'm going to just tape that down, like so. And then you can also tape right here as well, just to give it a really tight, make sure it's really nice and tight and secure. Now for this side, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just pull it down, straight down. Oopsie. I'm gonna pull it straight down just like that. So it's gonna be kind of crinkled out like that. But this side wasn't as wide as the other side, so we don't have as much room to work with to slide it in. But in the event your measurements are better than mine, you should be able to push both of them in, push it down, and then fold it up. But either way, there's still a way around it. So I'm gonna go ahead and push that down, and then I'm gonna take some tape and I'm going to tape it because I want it to be nice and tight and secure. So once I have it just like that, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this little corner down. Let's do some more tape. I must didn't tape that good. All right. So once I have it, and you see it's all crumbled right there, but once I have it tight like that, I'm gonna go ahead and fold that down just like that, and I'm gonna glide my finger. So I'm gonna fold it down like that. And then it's gonna form its own triangular little, you know, like a present. So it's gonna form its own little triangle just like that. So you just want to push it up close, and then you wanna give it a really secure crease just like that. So once you have it like that, you want to go ahead and tape this little angle here because you want it to be tight and secure. So whatever you have to do, if you have to tape it double time, do that just to make sure it's nice and secure. So once we have it like this, I like to go ahead and fold it over. But with my stuff, I always, okay. So once you have the perfect triangle here, you want to go ahead and fold it over. So it'll fold up and you'll see the triangle there. So now once you have it folded up like that, you want to go ahead and tape it. So let me get some more tape. Once you have it like that, you want to pull this part up, this flap right here. You want to pull it up very tightly. So once you have it up tightly like that, you want to tape right there just to secure that. And you want to tape the other side to secure that, because you want it to be very tight and secure. Now, if you're wrapping for a toddler like my little baby girl, her gifts are going to be slightly looser because I want to make sure that she can actually rip them open. But I might just wrap hers just as snug because my baby's going to know how to, she'll automatically know how to open her gifts. I'm confident that she won't need any help at all. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and tape these sides right here. And you just want to make sure they are nice and tight. So as you can tell, we have the sides already very secure. So you have the lines here, and I'll zoom in just so you all can see how secure I have it. I hope that I'm giving y'all a good description because I'm doing it while I never really talk while I'm wrapping gifts. But yeah, you just wanted to have those nice corners there on the side, and then kind of like a little X on each side, if you will. So yeah, for this middle part here, I'm just gonna cut off a little tiny bit here, and I did cut off a tiny bit there because you want to make sure that you can wrap it, and I think it's just a little bit too much wrapping paper right there. So yeah, I'm gonna just cut off a tiny little piece just like that. Now for this part here, when you cut it off a little bit, I'm just gonna fold it over, but I want it to come up to right here. That's where I want it to go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and tape it here just to get it nice and secure, because we're trying to achieve the perfect triangle, but we want it to be long enough to cover this side. So again, you just wanna make sure that everything is nicely taped. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull this tight and make a crease right here. And I'm gonna tape right there. And you wanna do it finally, like right up where the ridge starts, or right up where the edge of the box is. You wanna go ahead and tape it right there. And pull it tight as much as you can so that way the gift is nice and secure. So now you see I have a very big triangle there, and we want to go ahead and wrap that, but we want it to be very thin and smooth. So if you run into this situation, you may find yourself having to cut a little bit of wrapping paper off just to make it a little bit thinner. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off a little bit right here. So I'm glad that this tutorial is not showing you a perfect way of doing it, because if you're not really experienced with wrapping gifts, you may get very frustrated with this part, but it's always a way around it. So never get discouraged. All right. So now I have it just as I want it. So it's basically like a trapezoid, I want to say. So I've already taped. What I've done is, with this additional, I cut off here, and I cut off a little bit on the inner part because I had too much wrapping paper there. And once I did that, I just took my fingers and pushed my fingers in, and I left the wrapping paper right up at the edge of the box and taped it. And I did the same thing on each side here. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to give it a very sharp crease on each side. Very sharp crease on each side. And as you can tell, right here is very rigid, it's not even. And the same thing here is very rigid and not even either. But that doesn't matter, because again, we're gonna go ahead and make this perfect. And this is the bottom of the gift. So if it looks a little bit wrinkly under the bottom, it doesn't matter, because they're gonna be looking at it from the top, because that's where the bow will go. So now once you have it looking just like that, you don't need to do any more tape. We're gonna go ahead and pull it as tight as we can. So you may wanna kind of stand the box up, if you will, because right here, we're gonna go ahead and tape. So again, you wanna stand the box up, and it's gonna look like that. And you're just gonna stand it up just like that. You're gonna pull it down. And again, with your finger, you wanna go ahead and smoothen it out. Make a sharp crease just like that. and you want to go ahead and tape the corner. Make sure you tape it nice and secure on each side. And tape. And just pull that down, just like so. So now, once we have it looking like that, it's important because this flap has to cover the white part here. So we have it covering there. So now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, because this is uneven here, I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it over just like that. And before I do that, I just wanna tape it just a little bit more, just to get it as tight and smooth as I can. Let's get some more tape. Just want to smooth out the top because you want it to be nice and seamless. So you're just ironing it out with your hand. And here, on this part here, you want to go ahead and tape. Make sure it's nice and secure. And we're going to tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this tiny flap here, and I am going to evenly fold it over. Oopsie. Just like that. And now that we have it folded over, we're gonna go ahead and tape this part nice and tightly. Yeah, so this is the bottom of the gift, so it doesn't look the best, but as you can tell, it's nice and seamless here. So you have, you know, the lines here for the gift being wrapped up, and then you have it going up here. Generally, you would have it going like that for both, but again, if you are not an expert at wrapping gifts, it's perfectly fine. Sometimes when you, like, I'm glad that this was an imperfect gift wrapping, because you're still gonna get the best looking result for it. But in addition to that, you know, you can learn more and more as you do it each year. But as you can tell, the front of it is right side up. It says Merry Christmas here, so I'm gonna show you that. So yeah, it's perfect. So now that we have the gift wrapped, we're gonna go ahead and take our bow. So every year, this flap is always like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and fold it under like that, and I'm just gonna tape it. I don't know why it does that. And I get these in gold and different colors, and it's always that bottom one that's acting up. So yeah, we just have our pretty large bow. And I love to have this particular wrapping paper that kind of looks kind of like a metallic almost, because with a bow like this, it really just sets it off. I'm gonna take the bottom of the bow, pull off this little piece of paper here, because this is underneath the paper you have your adhesive, and I'm just gonna place it right on top of the gift, right in the middle, just like that. So y'all, look at how beautiful this looks. Like, if someone gifted you this gift, you would be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. What is it? Like, if someone gifted me a gift that looked like this, listen. So I just think it's beautiful. And I mean, not to be wasteful, but if you wanted to have prop gifts, because a lot of people do that for decor, like by the fireplace or wherever, you could definitely just get an empty box, wrap it like this, and then put the bow on, and it's a beautiful prop gift. You could just put it in storage and use it year after year, so it's perfect. So I definitely love doing this, especially for gifts like for Christmas parties, or if it's a gift that, you know, I'm giving for one of my kids that they're really, really gonna love. Definitely want to give it a big bang like that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take my tag, and for the tag, I am going to do a tiny tag because this is such a huge bow. So because this has a bunch of cats and dogs on it, this tag just says Yappy Holidays. I think it's so cute. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably put it right here because the bow is gonna overshadow everything. This is the end of my vlog for how to wrap Christmas gifts. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I know it was a little sketchy, y'all, and it wasn't perfect, but it doesn't matter because again, we still got the desired result. So it's very tight and seamless. We're gonna go ahead and end the vlog here, and I will see you all in Vlogmas Day 22. Bye.